just forest and meandering river. So I'm going to be developing this using Flash. This is the one I did earlier in Flash. So I hope you. I'm going to just develop another one that is very similar to this using Flash. I did this one in Flash earlier on. Okay, so now let's start this tutorial. The first thing I'll do is actually to define my layers. I'll be using approximately 5 different layers. So the first layer, I think, let me call that background, and the second layer, I'm going to be calling that bush, and the third layer, I'll call that river, and followed by trees, and I'll also call the fifth layer. I'll be calling the fifth layer deco underscore tools, because I'll be using some deco tools there. I'll call the next one sky. Yeah, those are the 5 layers that I'm going to be using for this tutorial. So for now, just lock all of them up and accept the background. So next thing I will do is to import the background I intend to use. Let me just get the background I intend to use from here. That's the background. Uh, is the background I will be using for this tutorial. You can see, as you can see the jungle out there, and this sort of body of water, or you can call it a river, sort of like meandering across a jungle. Okay, and up there is the cloud, or sorry, maybe the sky. You can sort of like see the horizon somewhere here. Look at the horizon. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky to get that horizon right, but I'll try my best as to do. I will do it. Just do it the best I can. And there's some patches of water here or river. You can see it. You can see it from here. You can see that. That's sort of like Lindis main body of river. I'm sure this is like this. This area will be sort of like swampy um, area of a rainforest. Okay, just like we have in West Africa, and here is another swampy area. So I'm going to try to draw these things out and do as much as I can just to get it right. Okay, so uh, the next thing is let me just find the size of this picture. We go to the property. It's actually showing 991 by 477. I might as well change this to just change the property, increase it to 1000, and that sorry, the height, I make the height 800. So the width is 1000, but it's now 800. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is I might as well just change my document property to 1000 by 800 as well. 1000 by 800. Okay, and then come here and just change the background color. Let me change the background color to something green. Yeah, I think that's fine. Right, that's the background color. Then followed by, let's get my image centered. That's it, centered. So if I test the scene right now, what you guys will see is something very similar to this. Okay, let me show it to you. You see that? That is what I'm trying to draw out. Okay, I can see the background showing right here, so I'm going to do some adjustment to that and get the picture dotted in the center. So I'm going to do some amendments. Okay guys, so I'm going to now get the bush and so on, but the first thing I'm going to do now is just to get the picture dead in the center. Right here, now use a brush tool and just draw the sky right here. That's my sky. Let's draw it. Yeah. That's one part of my sky. Let me try and get these beads. That is white. But before that, let me just fill up this area with the bucket too. Fill it up. Okay, that's that done. Get the eye drop. Get this color here, right? Which is sort of like whitish. And get the brush tool and draw around it so I can get the area. Right. Yeah, that's fine. It's looking good. Okay. And that's about right. Bring it down here. Got something like this. Okay, that's the other color. The other part of the sky. Let's just fill it up and fill here up as well. And get the eye drop tool and try to get this part of the sky right using the eye drop tool. Fill. Now repeat exactly the same thing for this part of it. And it's sort of like, okay, that's what I've done so far. So what I'm going to be doing now is create here as well. I'm going to have to fill this area up, fill it up. Let's fill up the area because it's a little bit darker than the other side. And let's repeat exactly the same thing for this area. Let's pick the right color. Okay, that's about right. And let's draw so that I can get it right. Cover up the edges, get a bucket to fill it up. Okay, so it's looking very, very similar to our image. Now, there seems to be a patch of water here. So let's get that color right there. Yeah, we got it right. Get rid of the stroke. And pick the brush tool. And let's get this patch of water right. Patch of water right. Water right there. And the water. Fill it up. Yeah. Okay, just beside it is some green area. Fill up that very green area. I'm going to have to cover out this edge. Yeah, it's covered now. I'll fill that area up. Now, getting very close. So this area, I will then use, maybe I'll just convert this area to bush. But the first thing I'm going to do now is select everything and convert it to, let's convert it to a symbol. Yeah, I'm just going to call it sky. Now, go to the property. Make sure your property is selected. Come to filter. Select the filter and come right there. Select add filter. Then blur. I'm going to change it to about, let's give 40 a try and see what will happen. Okay, that's what I've got so far. Okay, so let me just go to test movie and see how the whole scenery look like for now. Let's see. For now, that's how it looks. It's not looking too bad. It looks a little bit very serious artwork. Maybe my own bit of Picasso if I'm right. So I now need the meandering river. So here is going to be that looks like a dense forest. So I'm going to change that to forest, and it's not looking that bad. So let's get this area sorted. Okay, let me open up the bush. I need to draw some bush here. So to make it look very, very, very serious bush sort of. That's my bush right there coming up now. That's my bush coming up now. So got the edge right. Maybe change it. Let's fill it up. That's how we fill up the bush. So for now, so let's just go to control, test the scene. So far, that's brilliant. That's what I've done so far, and I like it. This is good. So close that. Let's complete this area, make it sort of like jazz it up a bit and let it look like a proper work of art. Or should I call it my own Picasso? All right, my own little Picasso. So let's about the bush again. Next thing I'm going to be doing is to sort of like add some of this deco tool in here. So let me just select the deco tool right here. You guys see that? Now come to the property. Let's come to the property, and I have trees selected there. Then come down here. Let's see if I can get. Make sure it's selected. You can select any of these, but what I want to use right now is the tool brush. drop down the advanced option and let's see. I think I should go back here and just select flower. Let's see if I can get a little flower there. Guiding flower or berry. Let's just click on guiding flower and change the color to something a little bit darker. Right. Guiding flower there. So at least some part of the forest look lively. We have fruit, we have flowers. Let's use a pen tool right here. Trace out the river. Pen tool to trace out the river. Okay, let's trace that out. Okay, so what I'm now doing is just tracing out the waterway to make it look more realistic. Alright, it's time consuming, but the end result will be quite good. Right. Hmm. Okay, that's what I've done so far. So let's just fill it up. Yeah, that's fine. We fill up that. So we also need to get this area. Have a quick look at what we've done. Yeah, so let's go to and test the movie. Yeah, and there you are, folks. That is it all completed. Done.